What's a subtle sign that someone is a good person but doesn't want to show it? Our school janitor, Mr. Pete, was basically a human thundercloud. He'd stomp around the hallways with his massive keyring jingling like he was announcing his arrival to scare kids away. Everyone thought he hated us. He'd literally shush you for breathing too loud near the library wing. I remember freshman year when Jenna accidentally dropped her entire binder in the math hallway. Papers everywhere. Mr. Pete appeared out of nowhere, scowled at the mess, and just muttered, "Pick it up," before walking away. No help, no sympathy, just pure grumpiness. He had these weird rules, too. You couldn't walk through the C-wing during lunch. He'd literally block the entrance with his cart and give you this death stare until you turned around. Kids started calling it the Pete Zone. We thought he was just being a control freak about his freshly mopped floors. Then there was the incident with Brady, our school's golden boy quarterback. This dude thought he owned the place. He'd shove freshmen into lockers for fun and teachers would just laugh it off because he was heading to state. One Tuesday after English, Brady shoulder-checked me so hard I went flying into the wall. My phone exploded into about 15 pieces across the tile floor. I was sitting there picking up the remnants when Mr. Pete appeared with his mop bucket. He looked at me, looked at the phone pieces, then looked down the hall where Brady was high-fiving his buddies. Didn't say a word, just started mopping around me like I wasn't even there. The next morning, I opened my locker and nearly had a heart attack. There was a phone, not my exact model, but the same brand, same color, just sitting there with a tiny yellow sticky note that had my name written in this chicken scratch handwriting. No explanation, no signature, nothing. I asked around, but nobody knew anything. The office said they didn't have any lost phones turned in. It was like it materialized out of thin air. Weird things started happening after that. Brady, who used to terrorize kids daily, suddenly couldn't seem to find his usual victims. Every time he'd corner someone, a teacher would mysteriously appear needing help with something, or the fire alarm would go off for a drill, or someone would spill something in the hallway requiring immediate cleanup. My friend Austin got shoved into his locker by some senior, and the next day that same senior got called to the principal's office. Turns out someone had anonymously reported him with exact timestamps and video evidence. The senior got suspended and had to do community service. Kids started whispering about this mysterious guardian angel who was protecting everyone. Some thought it was a teacher, others figured it was student council trying to clean up the school. I had my suspicions but couldn't prove anything, until one night in November when I had to go back for my jacket after debate practice. The school was basically empty except for the security guard and apparently Mr. Pete, who was still there at like 7 p.m. I was walking past the main office when I saw him through the window. He was sitting at one of the computers, watching security footage. But here's the crazy part. He had a whole system, sticky notes everywhere. Some said things like, "Kid looked scared," or "Check this tomorrow," or "Talk to Mrs. Rodriguez about hall duty." I watched him for probably 10 minutes. He'd see something concerning, write a note, stick it to a file folder, then keep watching. This wasn't just casual browsing. This was a full investigation operation. That's when it hit me. The phone wasn't random kindness. The mysteriously timed teacher appearances weren't coincidence. Mr. Pete had been watching everything. He'd seen Brady destroy my phone and decided to fix it. He'd been tracking every bully, every incident, every kid who needed help. The C-wing rule suddenly made sense too. That's where most of the bullying happened because it was hidden from teacher view, but not from the security cameras, and definitely not from Mr. Pete.